Hello, everyone. Welcome back to World Bingo 5 Return of the Slug. Today we have the Wanderlust versus, I have already forgotten the second team. Slugcat and Bronze versus Skeffir and Medley. The Wanderlust versus the Doomed. And I'm joined by my co-host Died.
How's it going?
And we've already got a raid. Thank you, Shukitsu, for the raid. And to start this off, we're going to roll a wheel to see which Slugcat each team is going to play for the bingo.
We are very excited this match, especially the Wheel of Slugcat.
Yeah, hopefully the teams don't say no to Gourmand. We want to see some very slow gaming.
And the wheel is spinning.
And it looks like
this
is going to be interesting. The spawns are going to be crazy
devil.
For this one.
Not the same devil, but one of them.
Yeah. Well, we will see if both teams agree to play Spearmaster. It's going to be an interesting one regardless. There's some new challenges added too. Hopefully they can go around and stab plenty of creatures.
I am looking forward to the Spearmaster specific challenges because they are really, I'd say fun, but they're more annoying. Spawns make it almost as bad as Artificer, almost.
Yeah.
I don't think anything can top the kill squads. Speaking as somebody who deals with them a lot, I don't think anything can be worse than those.
It's also going to be interesting with all of the goals that require moving pearls from places and delivering to Moon and such, as Moon is so far away and they don't have a stomach slot to deal with.
It looks like we are playing Spearmaster. Both teams said they were fine with it.
All right, so now we're going to set up the bingo board. Make sure all the challenges are reasonable. Curious, I wonder how fast or how slow this will be. I have played a couple of Spearmaster bingos and none of them have been particularly fast. Deaths are so common.
It is possible for it to be fast, though. I didn't play, but I did see somebody who got a 10-minute bingo on Spearmaster.
Yeah.
So
We'll have to see how the challenges play out.
hopefully the board isn't too easy. It appears there's some kind of difficulty getting into the bingo.
Yeah. It's also going to be interesting if we continue with Spearmaster to watch people getting food, because it's going to be an inherently risky task and they have to shelter in a lot of situations.
It is true.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting to see if we get a Spearmaster exclusive spawn being in Moon to start, or, I mean, even in past Garbage Waste, it's going to be a rough place to start out.
It's true. Waterfront Facility is not the easiest of places to get around in.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see some Precipice gaming though this run. We haven't seen that yet, and it's a pretty important region. If they're going to be delivering anything to Moon, it's going to be the fastest way to get to her. I have a feeling if this game runs down to board control, it's going to be some kind of deliver pearl to somebody, because I don't think any team is going to pick that up right away. It'll be interesting to watch basically a Spearmaster story speedrun at the end. Yeah, we
It
are
looks
having
like-
some technical difficulties, but we're gonna get it figured out. Also, we do have, since the newest patch, a couple of new challenges. Most notably, I think, is survive for a certain number of bingo goals before dying, which is going to be a tough one for Spearmaster. And we also have consume a certain number of karma flowers. Karma flower spawns are now on, and that will hopefully help out with people needing to get between regions, especially in this bingo with all of the spawns going crazy. Looks like we're having some Spearmaster specific issues. Okay.
Never mind, just got fixed.
All right, first board is up. Some of the challenges that show up first are sometimes uncompletable. There isn't flawless logic, but we will try our best to cull it and make sure that each team can complete each goal.
Okay, so
All right.
the issue has been fixed, and all the runners are getting into the game, and we're about to show you the board when all that is ready.
Also, I'm not familiar if there's it'd be interesting if there's a broadcast goal specifically for Spearmaster. I don't know if that's in yet. I might have to recommend that if it isn't, because that would force players to go into some new locations that they normally wouldn't go to.
Broadcast as in get one of those broadcast the tiles, or like finish the campaign.
Get the dialogues.
Okay. That actually, yeah, that would be a good idea.
It'd be a little bit slow having to watch the dialogue, but I think it'd be interesting. It would make I think there's one in Moon's Underhang that's in a tough spot to reach. It'd be interesting to see people try and go for that. All right, looks like most of the players getting into the lobby.
And here is the board.
Looks like we do have one of those Karma Flower goals. Hopefully it works for
Yes.
Spearmaster and the spear consumption.
7 karma flowers.
Yeah, that'll be interesting routing. Also, in the middle of the board, we have the trade from one scavenger merchant to another, which is going to be a tough goal to do two things as Spearmaster without the stomach slot.
That's true.
Yeah, it looks like we've got
Is that the
Jimmy
martyr
Canopy
passage?
Pearl, Martyr.
In
Yeah,
the middle.
I believe
Yeah.
that is the Martyr. Yeah, so that'll be interesting for Spearmaster.
That's 4 cycles, right? In one, or sorry, 4 gates in one cycle, right?
The Martyr is Starve.
Martyr is Starve. Oh.
The way it gets tracked is a bit complicated, but yeah, effectively you have to starve for, I think it's 4 cycles. and survive, which is the real hard part, because Spearmaster,
yeah.
inherently, you're going to have to be fighting creatures while starving to get food, which is going to be rough. We do also have 2 right now Pearl delivery goals. I believe that's to Moon. So that both the Drainage System and the Chimney Canopy Pearl to Moon. Wouldn't make too much sense to do that to 5 Pebbles, I don't think. He's probably pretty mad with us as Spearmaster.
There's also a go to every region except for Sky Islands, I think that is.
Yeah.
And a lot of Vista Point challenges.
Yeah.
That's 3. 3 Vista Point challenges. So lots of traveling.
Also looks like we might see some waterfront facility with a Lillipuck stabbing kelp goal. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of kelp in waterfront facility, but transporting a Lillipuck there is going to be interesting. I also have some personal experience with traveling with a squid kata as Spearmaster, and it is rough. So that take a squid kata into shaded goal is going to be tough to do. Just with how light you are, you get pulled around.
Those spawn and you are near shaded?
Ooh, there might be one in waterfront facility, or a couple in waterfront facility that you could bring in that way.
Good point. I don't know much about that region.
There's also Dodge a Leviathan Bite, which is interesting for any kind of past cat, because waterfront facility does not have Leviathans, if I believe. So
no, you're right, they don't.
So you'd have to head down to Subterranean and do it with the albino Leviathan down there, which is, that would be interesting to watch. And it doesn't look like there's much down in Subterranean anyways. It's a bit of a one-way ticket region. It's quite difficult to get out of.
That kill 1 pole plant in a cycle? It's a very
yeah.
Very easy challenge.
Hopefully it might be a mad dash for that, depending on where we spawn. Unless it's while starving. I don't know if there's an icon for that, but if it's while starving, that would be
no, the while starving icon is the Slugcat with X's for eyes, I believe.
Oh yeah, right.
Thankfully we didn't get any of those. They are not fun.
And no using rocks is going to be interesting. No using rocks switched out the never eat dandelions, which makes sense seeing as it's Spearmaster, but that will make lizard combat quite a bit more difficult.
It's like the martyr is being rerolled to the friend. Nope, never mind. The saint.
Or oh, this is interesting.
That's
I believe
hard.
The saint would require some pretty good popcorn routing. I think there's a route you can do from the wall all the way down to Shaded Citadel that allows you to survive just on popcorn plants, but that would be quite a route. Or wait, no, that's Monk. I'm confusing my passages. The Saint is going to be... Oh, no. I'm confusing my passages. Yeah, they're going to have to eat popcorn plants as they're not allowed to stab creatures.
Mm-hmm.
We also have, I think that's kill 150 points worth of creatures, which may happen on the first cycle knowing this character.
Good point. Yeah, first few cycles.
There is also, pretty close to the center of the board, drop a baby noodlefly, I believe that is, into the depths pit, which is going to be quite a pilgrimage down there.
Although that could be a good line. Go down to the depths, drop the baby noodlefly in, get the Leviathan bite, and then your teammate's getting 2 Vista points.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't pick up any rocks, you're good.
Even if you could route through Pipe Yard into Subterranean and get the Pipe Yard Vista point while your teammate heads to the other side, top of the map. Be curious to see where we spawn. It might be somewhere outlandish, it might not be. There's also the garbage waste toll, which will be interesting to watch. I hope that's the upper one. If that's the lower one, we might need to re-roll that because I do not think that exists in this timeline. It looks like the teams are reviewing the boards right now, figuring out what route they're going to take, depending on where they spawn.
Does that bottom square collect 2 colored pearls?
Yeah, I think it's just 2 colored pearls.
That is really easy considering there's another colored pearl challenge. I feel like that one's just going to be completed on the way.
Yeah, if it's a region like Sky Islands, that'll also be a mad dash. There's so many pearls there. It looks like the teams are deliberating on whether or not to keep Don't Use Rocks, as that might be just a bit too difficult to use. Would be interesting if there was one team that managed to not use rocks the entire time, but there may be a lot of deaths on that side. I have to check real quick how many pearls there are in Sky Islands. I vaguely remember there being 5.
Top of my head, it's 4 or 5, so I think you're correct.
I don't know why I just have a premonition we're going to spawn in Sky Islands.
What is this, the caster curse?
Yeah, it looks like we got 5. So that would be, if we spawn there, that, or if we spawn anywhere near that side of the map, pearls are going to be the rush.
It does not seem like this game is going to be lasting very long. Just looking at the state of the board.
Yeah, it looks like.
Although hopefully I'm wrong.
Yeah, hopefully it goes for a bit, but it looks like some of these goals should be completable quite quickly. You never know with Spearmaster though. Somebody could get locked in a region by nasty spawns.
Yeah, Black Squid Jaded to Shaded is definitely one of the hardest.
Yeah, and then they'll probably pin it right away to start getting progress on the other goal. There might be a Lantern Mouse slaughter, we will see.
It looks like we are not keeping Do Not Use Rocks, which is unfortunate, because that would have been really funny.
I don't think we have a transport a certain creature through a region. Oh, 4 popcorn plants. That's pretty easy to go for.
So that, and also, just noticed there's a transport a hazer to garbage waste challenge. Yeah. I'm not sure how hard that is, but it can't be that bad.
Doesn't look like there's too much aside from maybe pearls. It doesn't look like there's too much to do on the top part of the map. It looks like everything is kind of bounded in shoreline and industrial and subterranean.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the exterior vista, which if it's not on the wall, that is going to be a bit of a pilgrimage to get to. Spearmaster Underhang is a rough place to be. Alright, looks like we have agreed that this is going to be the final board. These teams are going to have a look-see at this, plot out their route, and then we'll spawn in and see where they end up.
So it looks like in the exterior, vista points can be 3 different places, 1 for each of the subregions. So hopefully they get lucky.
Yeah, hopefully it's...
Hopefully for their sake they get lucky. Hopefully for my sake it's on the underhang.
Yeah, it would be entertaining to watch people try and go for some grapple worm movement. I don't think we've seen that yet in any of the bingos. Underhang is a pretty easy place to avoid, so this might force them to head that way. It'd be interesting to see if somebody routed that, get the underhang Vista unlock while also bringing a Pearl to Moon and going through Precipice. That may be a route. I'm curious to see how the teams divide up their tasks. Yeah, also the subterranean echo can, from lower subterranean, make a spear ladder up, I believe. That happened yesterday in some practice I did with a teammate. And that would be entertaining to watch. Also just another route out. Headed into farm arrays from subterranean is not something that I think another team might think about. We've also got that 4 pearls in outskirts, which there's not 4 pearls really near outskirts at all. There's the 1 pearl in outskirts, there's 1 pearl in industrial, there's a couple in farm arrays, but regardless, you're not going to be able to take 3 pearls in as Spearmaster unless you drop one in the gate and then kind of move them through. So it's going to be interesting to watch if anyone goes for that. And also have to deal with the dropwig room if you're headed from industrial.
We were scheduled to start, but it looks like there's a potential bug that was brought up where one team can hit the single popcorn plant 4 times without it opening and get the bingo board in one cycle, which obviously is not great. So deliberating over changing that. Once that's done, it looks like, yep, we are changing it to 1, just 1.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. Wonder where they spawn. We'll spawn in the only region with no popcorn plants. If there is one. Yeah, probably drainage.
They playing as Saint? Nope, this is the Spearmaster.
None of these goals seem too outlandish, so we'll see how fast it's over with.
Although thinking about it, a Saint game would be really interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of map changes.
And Saint can't get to Ascension in Bingo because it follows Expedition rules where Max Karma is capped at 5.
Yeah. To see if we get that rolled at any point. I'm wondering what teams are thinking in terms of a line to go for. It's kind of hard to predict this before you know where you spawn, but I think most teams would usually have an idea for what the easiest line is. All right, looks like we're starting. See where they end up. It's dark. Can't see. We in shaded?
Oh, it's shaded, isn't it? It is shaded.
It is shaded. It's very close
this
to
cycle.
the leg.
I mean, it's this shelter. This is not a fun shelter to start at.
Are there any lily pucks nearby? That is a question, because there's lots of kelp
Medley
around.
has already died, yeah. There are lily pucks around.
I wonder if the teams are going to go get one, because you only need 2 to get this goal. There's plenty of food around too. Most teams aren't going to be wanting that now. Yeah, Yeah, this is an interesting spawn. There's not too many goals in here. Wonder which teams are going to leave through industrial, which ones through shoreline. Maybe even one going to the leg if somebody's headed for that exterior vista unlock.
That's true. They could get lucky and get the Vista point in the leg.
Also, looks like we're getting the Karma Flower too. It looks like Bronze is headed towards the leg.
It's a good idea.
No. This is
he's leaving.
This is deep into shaded. Hard to see.
Yeah, if I were playing this, I'd
is-
definitely be heading to the leg. Exterior Vista can
kind
be
of-
nowhere near the leg entrance. There can be one, like halfway through the leg, I believe.
Cat is building a spear ladder. Oh, and Medley's died again. Oh. Yeah, there's one in each of the sub-regions. For the exterior. Looks like Skefir might be going for the pin creature's goal right now. Saw some lantern mice slaughter.
I fear with the first successful shelter, I
First
think.
shelter, no goals.
Yeah, this would not have been a fun start if they had a do not die before completing X challenges
Oh,
goal.
is Polar Cat headed to garbage waste? Is that what I see?
It looks like it.
That's interesting. I hadn't considered that. I keep forgetting that this connection exists.
And Bronze is going to shoreline. Yeah, that's shoreline.
Yeah.
So they're splitting up, it looks like.
There's not any one region that I think is going to be the hot spot for goal completion, so it'll be interesting to see how they route from here. Oh, another pot. Karma Flower, too. It's 2 done for blue team, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe there's any in Waterfront, though. Might be misremembering, but I don't recall seeing one in there, so they might be locked from that goal for a little bit.
Looks like Medley died again.
Wonder what they're headed for. Oh, it also looks like Polar Cat is headed towards garbage waste.
Blue team is speed running straight out of shaded, which I don't
Yeah.
blame them.
Skeffier's
Not a fun
going for
place.
trading with the Scav Merchant. Thought that goal got re-rolled.
Nope, still there. I think the trade certain value. Scav
Oh,
merchants
trade
got
certain
rerolled.
value good. Yeah, but this okay. So they're gonna get 2 Scav Merchant blessed items and maybe bring them.
Oh, it
to
looks like they're getting one. They're
interesting.
gonna do it twice.
I guess
which is a
that's
good idea.
Wise for Spearmaster, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much a death sentence to have no spears.
and he has the advantage because I'm sure the other team is like terrified of doing that one for the same reason.
Yeah.
So getting it out of the way early is definitely a good strategy.
So it looks like Bronze has access to some popcorn plants
They
in
did
this
get 2?
kelp room. Nice.
One of the blessed items was a spear. Oh,
Okay, Bronze has got the popcorn plant. Starving though, so interesting route. Okay, looks like Bronze starved in order to have enough karma to get into shoreline and get that popcorn plant right away. And now they're gonna go and stab the kelp to get the rest of the food they need to shelter and lock that goal in. An interesting strategy.
hmm.
Polar Cat is headed into garbage waste. Wonder if they're also going to do the Scav Merchant goal. don't think bronze is going to be contested for this goal either, so long as they get out safely. I think Skeffir is headed, looks like, towards shoreline as well, but they're going to be a bit too late for this one.
Yep.
Yep.
They did get the popcorn plant goal, though.
They were faster than I thought. That is unfortunate for bronze. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, the items that have been traded from a scavenger merchant now have a little sprite that shows up to show that they have been blessed by one scavenger merchant, so you don't confuse them with any other items. You know which one to trade. Looks like
Merchant
Skeffir has left that.
Has also been marked, which is good because there was one time I went into a scavenger merchant and it was not a scavenger merchant, just some guy who stole two things from me.
It looks like Skeffir left the blessed item in that shelter and they're headed back into Shaded to get probably a second item. That's an interesting strategy.
Polar Cat going to war with the scavengers and losing.
Yeah, it might be the best move to try and befriend the scavs as Spearmaster. Doesn't look like there's too many goals that would benefit from being
Definitely
aggressive with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Medley got tricked. I think they went for the pearl in that room, but that pearl isn't a colored pearl.
Oh, interesting.
Although I don't blame them. I did the same thing yesterday. That's why I know it's not a colored pearl.
Looks like Bronze is also on the same route as Skeffir. I wonder if Bronze probably doesn't know that Skeffir already has one item for this challenge, if that's what Bronze is headed for, to get the Scav Merchant item. Skeffir is already one item ahead. Given that popcorn unlock, I wonder what line Red is heading for. If any, it might just be for map control, but enter every region except Sky Islands takes a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And doing both the Leviathan Bite and dropping the Noodle Fly into the depths is not easy to do.
So it could be worse. I've had a Gourmand challenge to enter every region except for Subterranean, but I'm pretty sure it also counted Outer Expanse as one of the regions you had to enter.
Yeah.
So a little bit unlucky.
And it looks like Looks to the Moon is part of the Wanderer for this, so we're going to see if people are going for that goal. We're going to see Looks to the Moon. So hard to keep track of what every team is doing.
Mm-hmm. Your eyes have to be on a swivel.
Yeah. Surprised the pin goal isn't done yet.
Mm-hmm.
So many, especially
going for it right now, though, I believe.
Yeah. Looks like, I mean, Bronze is in the Lantern Mouse room, so I would expect them to go for it right here, but doesn't look like... Oh, there's one stab. Doesn't look like they're aiming to pin them. They're just getting some food. Interesting. Yes, the Lantern Mouse rep will never recover.
The economy is in shambles.
Yes. Bronze is headed towards Industrial. It's a good place to be for any kind of bingo. It's the central hub of the map, really.
Oh,
Red's got, yeah. Skeffir got the hidden creatures goal. They're already headed for a bingo on that fourth column there.
Not a very good
tough one to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. I wonder if they're just going to speedrun the Wanderer. That would be very interesting to watch.
That line it's not even just one hard square. All three of those squares are hard. I don't see, they're definitely going to abandon that.
Yeah, it would make sense to go for something a little easier, but maybe they're expecting this bingo to go pretty long, and just having that 2-square lead right now is a good idea.
Looks like Polar Cat has changed characters to Artificer and started.
they're getting bullied by some scabs. They're not getting stabbed though, so maybe they have made a bit of peace with the scavengers. And I believe C05 is this upper toll that Polar Cat is at, so maybe Polar Cat's mission to blow this toll to smithereens. Yeah, I think I see that they have a bomb right now. It's hard to see in the little preview, but they might have grabbed one from the scav treasury to the right here, getting their rep up and then explode. But yeah, it's a really hard angle to bomb this and pass.
It's gonna be hard too. He's gonna have to hit the elite with the bomb too, or else risk it chasing him down. Oh, yep, there it is.
There it is. Oh, didn't count as a pass yet though, did it? It did. Okay, it looks like
yep.
Blue's got that. They just got to survive, which is not an easy task.
Yeah,
Looks
there
like
they go.
Cat got stabbed. Yeah.
Unfortunate. That's one of the hardest. As a non-artificer character, that's one of the hardest squares on the board. So
Yeah.
it's a good idea
like
to go for
ones-
it, but it's going to be a little bit of a face pounding into the wall
Yeah.
experience.
And it looks like they might not have enough karma to get back through into garbage waste. They're having to starve for it. Okay, bronze entered industrial. Medley is not far behind. Looks like they might maybe be headed to Pipe Yard. We'll see. Maybe somewhere with a lot of karma flowers and a lot of pearls like Sky Islands.
Going to Sky Islands is kind of a it's not a catch-22, but you're closing one door to open another, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a one-way ticket too. It's tough to get out of as Spearmaster. The spawns are going crazy in there. Looks like Medley has made it to the gate. They do have enough karma to pass. Also wondering what happened with Skeffier's trade items between merchants. Looks like I believe they still left their blessed item.
Third karma flower?
Yeah, that's the third karma flower. I believe they left their item back just inside shaded, or just inside shoreline from shaded. So I wonder if they're going to come back for that at a later point. I think bronze might be headed towards Chimney Canopy, perhaps, taking the upper route here.
Medley is also going to war with scavengers.
Yes.
Looks like. Winning this time.
Might be also that bronze is headed towards... No, outskirts wouldn't make too much sense now with only one pearl, yeah.
No, they're going to Chimney, it looks like.
Seems like they're trying to head up, but that room is awful as Spearmaster. Cyan Lizards had so
Awful
much...
as any character. Spearmaster just makes it worse, yeah.
Yeah, Spearmaster, just the Cyan Lizard mobility is crazy. Okay, they might not have enough... Yeah, they probably don't have enough karma to make it up through the gate. Oh. I think they have 4. Maybe they're just sheltering here for safety.
Good idea.
Yeah. They've traveled pretty far. Oh,
Ooh.
looks like Medley got by a blue lizard.
That was unfortunate timing.
Oh, have a look on Polar Cat's screen. Polar Cat is using Squidcata Starflight, or was, but had an unfortunate encounter with a dropwig. That was incredible to look at. I was wondering if that was going to show up at all here.
And I missed it. Wish I saw that. Hopefully it does it again.
Yeah, they were using it to cross the bridge towards garbage waste.
He is going to do it again. He's starving. Yep. So, awesome.
Yeah, but Spearmaster starving, that's rough. It's also really hard to maneuver. Even if you can fly with the Spearmaster and the Squidcata, it's really hard to maneuver yourself around because you get pushed off the ground all the time, just by how light you are.
Bronze is between a rock and a hard place right now.
Yeah. Looks like Medley did not shelter inside industrial complex, so they're all the way back in shaded, headed that way again. Skeffier also.
Sadly getting jumped by a
Oh, Miros Vulture.
Fierce Vulture.
I think that's the first one we've seen this tournament.
There have been a
Hopefully the
few,
last.
but they were promptly escaped from,
Oh, yes.
like this one. Am I seeing this wrong,
Looks
or
like
does Medley have
bronze.
a slug pup?
Medley, I think that's a Just My Slugcat skin. Looks
Okay.
like Bronze got the Industrial Pearl. I wonder if they're going to leave that in a shelter in Outskirts and then come back to it later with some more. It's still going to be tough, though, because even if they have one Pearl, they're going to have to bring 2 more into Outskirts and get the Outskirts Pearl.
Yeah, that pearl, the pearl collection challenge is definitely going to be extremely long endeavor.
It might be what they have to do, though, if Polar Cat can't get to the bomb the scavenger toll to block that bingo that they might think Red's going for. They're going to have to do the Outskirts Pearls.
Another karma flower for bronze.
That's 4
Looks
now,
like-
isn't it?
It's either 3 or 4, I don't remember. I think Skeffier got one of them.
Once again, Medley is waging war on the scavengers just outside shaded. Alright, looks like Bronze is headed to Outskirts. Wonder what the plan is here. I don't think
It
they
might
have
be-
the Pearl with them either.
Might be preparing to go for that one.
Skeffier had a close encounter with a King Vulture as well. That was close. Just dodged the gun.
Medley is getting harassed by a cyan lizard. Never mind, it fell off.
This also, Outskirts may be a great region to go for that. I think it's 50 points in one cycle. This is sort of the home of score runners, so spawns are, even just for Hunter, quite high in here, and they're already in the Centipede room. I think that if I was blue team or bronze right now, I'd be trying to kill as many things as possible. Get some progress on that overall. Go, oh, they got, went right into the Centipede nest. Yeah, I'd be trying to get some progress for this points completed goal.
Another Miros
being
Vulture.
camped by a Miros Vulture, yeah. I think this is where they're trying to do the Skudkata Star Flight, but they kill this, though. That would be quite a lot of points for the points in one cycle, but don't think that's the play here.
I don't know if there's a place they can kill it.
Yeah, they were kind of stashing up a couple spears up there, but they just left
Is that a
them.
Miros Vulture on bronze's screen too?
It's King
Oh, no, it's a
Vulture.
King Vulture.
Oh, Bronze is in mushroom time. I was so confused. I thought there was some kind of delay happening.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's good that guy got occupied with some food. It'd be rough to traverse this room with a King Vulture around. It looks like Polar Cat got some stabs off on a Vulture and is no longer starving. Starving effects seem to have been mitigated.
Yep, they are the right color.
Skeffier is headed into Chimney Canopy and is being harassed by that room. That room, those Cyans are so miserable in that room. Yeah, it is interesting. Okay, looks like Bronze got another Karma Flower, or is trying to get another Karma Flower. I think this is their last one.
Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like it. So Bronze just needs to shelter, and that Karma Flower goal is theirs. Which is easier said than
team
done in
just
this region.
Getting the kill one whole plan in the cycle. I'm kind of surprised that hasn't gone already.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of pole plants are, their spawn is replaced by a kelp in a Spearmaster, so I know
That is true.
the pole plant very close to drainage system in outskirts has been replaced. Oh, okay. Looks like Bronze just collected the outskirts pearl and got that ticked off, but
Medley has encountered a scavenger kill squad, it looks like.
oh yeah. This is why we want to try and keep the rep high, probably. But yeah, I think Bronze just got their second colored pearl right there. So even if they're not collecting it to bring back to the outskirts shelter, that is, I believe, that goal ticked off for them.
Looks like they do not have all of the karma flowers. They need one more.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Although there is another one in outskirts, I believe. I'm not sure if they've already collected it, but there is at least one more. So it is possible.
Skeffir right now is getting stabs onto vultures, or onto a vulture. I don't think they got all 5. Yeah, they're trying to summon another one. So I believe this is 5 stabs onto the same vulture.
Not sure if it's the same. It could just be any vulture.
Could be any. We'll see. I can't tell the number, but it looks like it hasn't been completed, at least. They didn't get it on the first one. Polar Cat once again is in garbage. I think they have a... Do they have a bomb? Can't tell. I don't think they have a bomb right now.
Another vulture. Potentially getting... Yep, they got the challenge. All they have to do is starve.
Alright. And they've also got a mask, which is probably even more important for Spearmaster. If they're headed anywhere further up, they're gonna want a mask. It looks like Red is gonna lock that in.
Good move.
Alright, looks like Polar Cat has also bombed the toll.
Oh, and that's the last karma flower for Bronze. Yep. And there's a shelter right there. So that one's getting locked in for Blue. Finally getting a comeback.
Looks like Polar Cat also bombed the toll, but it didn't count as them crossing it, so the goal isn't...
Bronze got the second colored pearl. I forgot about that. So that's 2. Yeah. That's 2 for Blue.
Interesting.
Is Polar Cat dead? Oh no,
Oh,
still alive.
And also Red Team getting the firecracker plants in a shelter.
This is looking great for Red Team. They have a lot of lines they could complete.
Yeah.
And they're blocking Blue Team out of their lines too.
This middle goal, trading between merchants. Looks like Polar Cat is close to the garbage waste merchant.
Yeah, that middle challenge, whichever team gets it, has a very easy line to complete. Well,
yeah.
Easy. Blue Team has to do the same, which isn't easy, but like comparatively, it's a good line to go for.
Red Team getting that middle square there would open up 3 bingos for them and also block Blue's only bingo. Oh, looks like Polar Cat got
Bronze
got Red Lizard and Bronze as well. Skeffir just casually walking past a King Vulture. Average chimney canopy as Spearmaster. I'm really surprised that this 50 points in one cycle has not been completed yet.
I am too.
Especially as Spearmaster. I can't tell if Bronze is going for food or going for points.
It's 90 points in one cycle. That's
it's 90. I can't see it on the compression. Still,
90
I mean,
and 190. It is a lot of points, granted, especially 90 points in one cycle. It's a lot of kills, but even still,
I wonder
how much action.
I wonder if Skeffir is headed to Chimney and is going to do vulture cheese while they're up here, because there is virtually unlimited vulture spawns. And if they trigger that echo, they could pacify the vultures and then get the kill credit. That would be really interesting to watch and probably be over pretty quick with Spearmaster spear generation.
Zephyr is
Looks like
one with
vultures
the
are making
vultures
it.
right now.
It looks like Polar Cat is in garbage again. I think they're still going for this bomb the toll goal. Right, Bronze is headed back into Industrial. I wonder what for. What are they routing here? They might be looking for a block right now.
It might be going to garbage to go to that trader. It's that
True.
trade. It doesn't look like they are though. They're just sheltering here.
Yeah, it looks like Skeffir is activating that echo. This is what I would do if I was in Skeffir's situation right now. I'd activate that echo, sleep just to the left there, and then do they have a vulture grub on? They do have a vulture grub on them. Looks like they're planning to do the vulture cheese here. I hope they have enough karma. That could be both points goals in one cycle, realistically, for Spearmaster. That would be big.
Oh,
It looks like Medley has brought that hazer into garbage.
It's a good square to get.
Yeah, that it kind of unlocks both that far right column and the middle row for them. It looks like Medley's going to lock that in, and I think Skeffir is... Let's see if the echo effect is up. Yeah, looks like it is. Yeah, this is gonna be easy points for Skeffir.
That's a great play. I honestly probably wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, this is a score runner strategy. I don't know if Skeffir has done any score runs, but this is a really smart play. Look at that. 3 vultures on one screen right there. 4 vultures. I think vulture is 20 points and king vulture is 25, if I recall correctly.
You could be
like
right.
red is-
I only know that Mirror's vultures are 25.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like red is really locking blue out of a lot of opportunities right now. They've only got one possible bingo.
Doesn't look like blue is going to be able to take the points goal from Skeffir.
Yeah.
Unless he fails a jump.
Can't see how many points Skippy has, but they're going to be up there. Holocat is still going for this bomb the scav toll goal. I think they might have gotten it. They're moving on. I was not watching. Also, Medley in Waterfront. Wonder what they are headed for in there.
An interesting decision.
Maybe the kelp goal? They can take it pretty slow though, I think. I think they might be comfortable with the lead that they have right now. Like Medley's probably consulting the map.
This is old garbage waste.
Oh, it's old garbage waste still, right? Yeah. Keep forgetting that the water isn't all acid in garbage waste. Right, they brought the hazer in. They're probably gonna, maybe they're going to the merchant. That might be the play.
Yeah, if that were me, I'd be going for the merchant, trying to get that goal locked in because that's the big one.
Yeah, that is the big one. It doesn't look like either Polecat or Bronze is in a situation to go for that right now. Looks like Polecat did get the bomb, the scav toll, but doesn't really block red from doing anything, and it doesn't really help blue out either.
There is.
All right, looks like Skeffir got the points in one cycle. And that means they have at least half, probably half of what they need for the total points as well. Skeffy's headed back into Chimney. Oh, they're doing more. Okay, so it looks like they're going to go for the overall points goal too. I can say they're not going to be doing Saint right now. That is for sure. They are doing quite a lot of killing.
Skeffier is just deciding to finish Ultra Cheese, yeah.
Yeah. They also, maybe they go for the Moon Pearl here. That'd be quite a detour for them. It's not really setting them up for any bingos, but they might just grab the Pearl and keep it somewhere more central, like Industrial. They're headed back. Looks like
Skeffier now
Bronze
has 190 points, locking that in.
It looks like Bronze is headed for points right there, but yeah, I think Skeffers beat them to it.
Yeah, now the
Wow.
trade goal is, it was already the big one, and now it is the biggest one. Getting
Yeah.
that goal for either team changes the entire match.
Yeah. If they get that, they block blue out of everything, and they've already got very good map control. But there's also those 2 Vista points. I don't think those would be too bad to go for red. Getting to Pipe Yard and getting to drainage from their respective spots wouldn't take too long. But they can't be sure that blue isn't going for that right now. Okay, yeah, Skeffier. I thought Skeffier might be going for the Echo. Yeah, that is drop. I believe it can be dead. Drop a noodle fly into the depths hole.
It can be dead or alive. Does not matter.
True.
You just have
Yeah.
to drop one.
It'll be dead once you touch it. We can have Chimney Canopy Echo for fun, just as a treat.
With so many vultures today, I deserve a little something for myself.
Yeah, a little bit of karma. Looks like Medley is headed further into garbage waste. They're probably, I would imagine they're going towards the trader there. Skeffier also still has that 1 pearl in, or item from the shaded scavenger merchant still sitting just inside shoreline. I wonder if they're going to head back for that. Oh, Medley is headed to drainage right now. I know. I'm pretty sure.
Like that.
Yeah, this is the route for Artificer any percent. You head this way to get into drainage and filtration.
And I'd imagine that Skeffier is going to Industrial to get to Pipe Yard.
Yeah, this is a good line from them, I think, because Bronze is headed to Pipe Yard as well. Looks like. So it may be a rush between Skeffier and Bronze to see who gets this Vista, and the Vistas are pretty spread out, if I recall correctly, in Pipe Yard. So it may be just luck who goes where first, but they're both going to be entering from Industrial, so they might check them out in the same order. In which case, Bronze is going to be ahead. Oh yes, Polar is also in drainage. It's just complete. It's switched for both teams. Medley is a little bit behind Polar Cat, and Bronze is a little ahead of Skeffier.
Mm-hmm.
They might get both here. If Blue got both Vistas here, that would be a big time waste for Red team. We'll have to see though, because the Vistas they are just as random as they are in Expedition, so there's no set place that one is going to be. And I don't know the drainage Vistas by heart, but I imagine they're not too close together.
They are actually. It's kind of surprising. They're all on the left side, like
Oh,
within a few minutes of each other.
okay. I know one of them should be easy to get. I don't know the other two. But yeah, this looks like it might end up being just a perfect time waste for Blue. Red team might, or Skeffier might be entering Pipe Yard right as Bronze gets the Pipe Yard Vista. So Drainage Pearl is also one of these. Yeah, it looks like Polar Cat has picked up the Drainage Pearl just in case Or I mean, they're going to need more goals, so not even just in case, just as another goal to go for while they're here. But even so, if blue gets both of these Vista points, still in pretty rough shape. They're not really blocking red out of too much. They've still got that Scav Merchant goal to go for. Alright, looks like Polar has found the Vista. That was quick.
Mm-hmm.
They just need a shelter, and I think there is a shelter pretty close by here. So long as they don't have an unfortunate incident in the water.
They're struggling a little to get into the...
Those water currents there make it really difficult to navigate.
Mm-hmm.
This is tense, yeah. Oh, Medley's just found the goal too. I think Polar Cat may beat them to the shelter. Only a couple of rooms away.
This is close.
Yeah, it looks like Medley has to pause to look at the map.
Yeah, Polar Cat's just going to go left here. And
there is still a chance Polar Cat could drown in the next room. This swim can be tough with the leeches. I think they've got it though. Oh, right, yeah. The alternating water levels.
Yeah, makes it really easy.
Makes it easy. They can just cut right across here, yeah. I believe the Pipe Yard Vista points are also relatively close together.
Medley is still in the map.
Yeah. Looks like Polar Cat is one room away from the shelter. I think Blue has got this Vista locked in. This is going to be rough.
Yeah.
Did Medley get the Drainage Pearl? I believe they did.
Sucks for Medley.
I don't see it. But at least it's not wasted time. They've still got that pearl, I think.
That is true, but
I can't
Caviar
see.
is going into Pipe Yard right now. I think that's Pipe Yard. Yep, Pipe Yard.
Yeah.
So now they can't... I mean, they can still do it, but it won't lead to a bingo.
And I think this is just going to end up being perfect timing here. With Skeffir being forced to waste the most amount of time. They've entered Pipe Yard, and Bronze is probably only a couple of rooms away from getting the Vista. I don't think there's too much more to do here. They might be, in lower Pipe Yard, you could very easily go for that Lilliput Kelp goal. I know there's quite a few that spawn right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bronze is checked. One Vista location. I believe that is. They've still got the, big tall room. Oh, that is this room, so I believe they've checked 2 Vista locations. Oh, have a look at Polar Cat is grabbing 2 lily pucks out of this room, and they might head down, find a pole, or not a pole plant, a kelp to stab. Again, that wouldn't be too huge, but it would block out 2 of Red's potential bingos. Still, I mean, Red just really, I think, has to head for that Scav Merchant goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure where the Vista in Pipe Yard can be. Actually, I don't know how hard that is. It's the only region I don't know.
I think I know 2 of the locations. I think one of the rooms is H02, the big one in the middle of the map. And I think one of them was also that room with the broadcast that Bronze was in. But it looks like Bronze is headed towards the last location. And I know this one is a kind of a blind drop right into a kelp, if I recall correctly, in the middle of the room. But I think...
I do remember that.
I think Bronze might be here. I didn't see the pop-up, though. Yeah, it should be just down that pipe they were down.
Pipe Yard isn't real? Oh, okay, my bad.
Pipe Yard is a fake region.
That's okay, yeah. You're right. I apologize.
Skeffir is also in the same room as Bronze. They're racing for it. It may just end up being a mad dash to the shelter that I believe is on the left. It's not there. I don't think the Vista was there.
I I didn't see the pop-up
There's-
on Skephir's
yeah.
as well.
There's another room that it's in. Did Skephir stab with lily pucks? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's more lily pucks and kelp nearby.
In the room that they're in right now,
Yeah.
there are little bugs. Looks like they're just choosing to shelter though.
Yeah, maybe they got it and I didn't see.
Oh no, it doesn't
Medley.
look like they did.
Yeah,
Looks
okay.
like they're going for it right now.
Medley is in centipede land right now.
Always a fun room.
Yeah. It is interesting that they Skephir has kind of, I think, given up on the Vista. 'Cause it's kind of hard to get out of this area, and I think they're just going to go for that lily puck goal, maybe?
Good move.
Looks like Bronze is doing
Redirect
the
your attention
same
to the middle,
thing.
the middle row.
May just end up being a dash for that goal. Yeah, Skephir's gotten 2 of their lily pucks. There's no kelp though for Bronze. I wonder how far the next kelp away, how far away the next kelp is. Skephir. Okay, Skephir has completed that goal. They are on track. Get back to the shelter. This has been very interesting to watch. Both teams have kind of, they went their separate ways and they kind of coalesced on the same goals at the same time. Blue beat red to a couple and red beat blue to a couple. Yeah, that is a good point. Skephir might have left that item in shoreline. There we go. There's red locking blue out of that kelp stabbing goal. Skephir might have left that item in shoreline from the scab merchant in order to passage back to it later. But they don't have a stomach slot, so they won't be able to bring a second item with them to that shelter. So they're going to have to go into shaded anyways and trade. Yeah, it's looking pretty dire for blue right now.
Or more challenges and red wins. That's true. They don't even need to go for a bingo anymore.
Pipe Yard Vista. Skephir might stay and get that. But the other goals are not too simple to get. It may be that they try and go for a bingo instead of map control, especially that Wanderer goal. It takes a while to get that goal.
Yeah. Those goals, like the Wanderer and Dodge Your Leviathan Bite, are best used as, or best kept for like last resorts, even like if you desperately need them, because it's just such a time waste.
Yeah, this is Bronze is headed into Subterranean. Interesting. This is a very, very dangerous area. It's a whole lot of one-ways, dead ends, and
I wonder if
lizards.
they're going, or if they're going to climb out of here and go for the...
Yeah, it looks like Bronze already is
dead now.
right. Speak of the devil, they got by a mole lizard. Yeah, that is a good point. You can, especially with Spearmaster and the Spear Ladder, you could climb up to near the Farmeray's Gate, get one of the noodle flies that's hanging around there, and head straight to the depths and do that. So that might be what
and
Bronze is
also
looking for.
the Leviathan Bite.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do in Subterranean.
Yeah. Alright, Medley is back in outskirts. I wonder what they're headed for. They might be going for that pearl goal, perhaps. Yeah, it could be Medley taking the any percent route, headed straight to the depths from here, or straight to Subterranean from here. I believe they were in drainage not too long ago, though, so it seems strange that they would leave just to head back.
Oh, they're hatching the egg. That is a good plan.
Oh, that is interesting. Thought of that.
So you can skip the climbing up the tower.
Yeah,
Catch them
that's
in
a
the shelter and bring them down.
good play. Bronze is in the maze room. This room is very difficult to navigate, especially if there's corpses in the pipes.
Polar cat is talking to
Yeah,
scavengers. Sorry I bombed one of your tolls, but I
yeah.
hope we can make it up to each other.
Here's for the bingo. I make a whole lot of spears for you now, and we're friends. Yeah, going to subterranean from pipe yard is a rough route.
Looks
Polar
like
cat
Polar Cat
headed
is-
into the gutter.
Yeah. Not the gutter.
Interesting.
Up there is a. I don't think that's the gate to the gutter, is it?
It is, yeah. This is the way that we go. People go for Rivulet Story. Head straight from drainage into the chimney gutter. So I wonder if they're headed for that pearl. Maybe they're headed to Moon.
Huh. I thought that was the gate to garbage.
No, I think the gate to garbage is further to the right. This one's hidden behind the secret. Yeah, it looks like Medley has got their noodle flies, and they're headed back into drainage. I think they have a chance of beating Bronze to this if this is what Bronze is headed for.
It would definitely
All right,
put my money
Skeffier
on
got the
that.
Vista. I believe Skeffier got the Vista in pipe yard. I
Yep,
didn't
looks
see.
like they have.
I've been
I did not
looking at
see it either.
Polar Cat's
There I
screen,
go.
but yeah. Ooh, they've got 4, 5, 6 bingos they could go for. A lot of them are not easy to do, but they have plenty of
Almost looks like
options.
an Among Us.
Blue still has that option in the middle column. This plays out. I also know that the gate that Polar Cat is trying to go through is 5 karma, and I don't know if they've died yet. They have 5 karma. It is also the gutter. It's not very easily traversable as anybody other than Rivulet. Oh, my Medley trying to do some
Oh yeah,
movement.
there's the passage.
Oh yeah,
from
Medley
Skeffier.
is alright. Or Skeffier, yep. Yeah, looks like they're gonna go in, get an item, probably sleep. Just in shaded here by the gate. Back through. They could, yeah, they didn't bring the item with them. They left it in the shelter. They could also trade with the scav here and then go to garbage waste, just directly from shaded.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their plan is.
Bronze
Maybe I'm
also-
overlooking something.
Bronze also using their passage. I don't think Polar Cat or Medley have used their passages yet.
They have
So they
not,
might have
no.
something in store for that. I wonder what Bronze is thinking in terms of ahead for this.
Looks like they're going to industrial complex.
Yeah.
Near the chimney canopy gate.
I don't know what they're up to. I think the only thing I can think of, they sheltered in outskirts, I think, so they're definitely not going for the noodle fly there. I think they're going for the chimney canopy pearl, maybe. Alright, yeah, Polar Cat is headed up. Another secret tunnel over here that they have to get in. This is a sketchy jump. They're trying to get every ounce of food that they can, I think. Yeah. Maybe they want to shelter here before risking the jump. Yeah, that would be, I think that would be smart. Especially because you need so much karma to get back through the gate.
Polar accidentally hit a mushroom. It is in slow motion
Yeah.
land.
Medley has made, well, it's not a shortcut jump, but they made a jump. They're headed towards subterranean. Skeffier looks like they're ignoring the merchant. They've gone past the merchant now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly their plan is.
Maybe they're going for the Slugcat gold? perhaps.
Yeah, that's the only one I could see them realistically going for.
Yeah, this is a very interesting route. Like they're headed industrial way.
Might be possible that they also just forgot that there was a trader and shaded.
Yeah, I think they've traded with it already, so I mean, it would be interesting if they did, but I think they've still got that in the back of their mind. Bronze, on the other hand, is headed into shaded.
It's all coming full circle.
Yeah. It looks like Skeffir is sheltering. Wonder what the play is here. I think Skeffir is just trying to do some psychological damage to us casters.
Mm-hmm.
Slugcat is okay, almost out of the gutter now. Couple of rooms. These are not easy rooms though. I believe there are cyan and spider spawns in here that could mess with them. I suspect
the mother spider can spawn with Spearmaster.
I suspect they're headed for the chimney pearl.
It looks likely, yeah.
It's an interesting thing to go for, but it's not going to be. Depends on where they exit, but it's not going to be too close to them. They're going to have to take a little detour the west to get that instead of going directly out the top of the gutter. It looks like Medley has made it to filtration system too, so they're getting close to the drop a noodle fly goal. I believe they still have them on them.
Surprised neither team is going for the middle goal too.
Yeah, it is really interesting because I think Red would be in a really good place if they went for that scav trade goal right now.
2 lines that they only need 1 more box for.
Yeah.
If I was blue team, I'd be scared of them going for that and try to get it myself.
Yeah, I would be trying to block. What if Medley's gonna, or Prolocat's gonna grab a grapple worm? Looks like no. Matter of fact, I don't see any grapple worms there. I wonder if they all got eated. So I think we can assume pretty comfortably the Polar Cat is going for the chimney canopy goal. I wonder what Bronze is headed for. Looks like they're kind of just chilling in industrial complex.
I'd assume they're going for the chimney canopy pearl still.
I think both of them would be doing it. It might be because I think it's quite a time sink for either one of them to go for that pearl.
That's true. That's a good point.
It seems kind of strange that both of them would go for it, but maybe it's they think it's super high valuable or super valuable, and so it's worth having a backup for it.
You could also theoretically be going for the pearls in a shelter and outskirts.
Looks like Medley got harassed by the nasty spitter spider that resides in D04 over there. Any character other than Survivor or Monk has awful spawns in this room in particular.
Mm-hmm. Skeffir is getting attacked by King Vulture.
Alright, looks like Polar Cat is close to the Wind Chimes tunnel, which is also very close to the Pearl, only a couple of rooms away. It's gonna be a trek. Even if they do get this Pearl, I mean, getting to Moon is not an easy task, especially if you have an item in hand, because if they're gonna go via Precipice, you're gonna need a grapple worm, and you're gonna be completely defenseless for that entire time. And so maybe they're headed to the Struts, which is also not a great place to be. But yeah, Medley getting this Noodlefly goal right here, which I think they're having some struggles with navigating this room. But if Medley gets this goal right here, they're gonna lock blue out of the only bingo opportunity they have. And then it'll come down to map control, which red is kind of doing good at right now. Medley's gonna have to make a spear ladder to get out of that room. Did Polar Cat get the pearl? I didn't notice if Polar Cat got the pearl. I wasn't watching. Asked the room for it. I don't think I see it in hand.
It's hard to see with the compression.
Yeah. I don't think I see it in hand. That's interesting. I wonder if they headed to Sky Islands?
No, they do not have it in hand. I just opened their stream. It's not in their hand at all.
Maybe they're headed for
Must have
the
been.
exterior unlock? They've got a couple of things they could be doing up here. One of them appears to be getting bullied by a cyan lizard. That is definitely something you can do in Chimney Canopy. Looks like Medley has found the correct pipe. We're only 2 rooms away now.
Bioengineering playing is always a treat.
Thank you, Bronze, for this one. Yep, Polar Cat is either they're going to shelter here or they're headed into Sky Islands, which would violate that goal in the 4th column, 3rd row.
And
They are going there in a shelter first.
I think it violates it for both players too. I'm not sure if that was changed, but that's my experience.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so it was
will
changed.
lock it out. It will lock it out for both players. See what happens. It's interesting. I don't know what they'd be going for in there.
And he
Yep,
does
they're
go
going
through.
for it. Wow.
Red team
Interesting.
knows that they lost it too.
Do they? Okay, cool.
It pops up on their screen.
Wow. Well, now they know where one of the players is too. I mean, that doesn't. I don't know how much that'll help. Oh, Skeffir is in a sticky situation. Okay. Wow. That red lizard was kind of nice.
It does help blue
Yeah.
team a little bit though, because red team might be assuming that they're going for the Sky Islands merchant
Interesting.
and get
Yeah.
scared like, oh, we're gonna lose this square. We have to go for the other ones. But in reality, that's not happening at all.
Yeah, the Sky Islands merchant is it would be an interesting choice because it's nowhere near another merchant. I think for that goal, the best two are shaded and garbage. They're the only ones that are kind of remotely close to it. Looks like they're headed that way. Wow. How interesting. What are they cooking up? I don't think
Medley dying to something I did not see. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, it's okay though, because I think really they don't have to go through any karma gates. Blue team is nowhere near subterranean. They could go at this for 20 minutes and be okay, I think. Polar Cat
A blind
is,
lizard got him. Yeah, that sucks.
yeah, mobiles are not cool. Okay, it looks like Polar Cat traded a bunch of items and did not take any of the blessed items. If I'm seeing correctly, I don't see the little sprites. Maybe the sprites only show up when you drop the items. Nope,
They
they're
do,
stabbing
yeah.
one of the
But one of the spears is a Spearmaster spear. Only one of them is normal.
They traded with a merchant, but they didn't take any of the items. Okay, yeah, the sprites get suppressed when they're held. But yeah, I wonder what they're up to. Medley is still inching closer towards that depth drop. Getting out is still going to be just as much of an issue as getting in, though.
It could be that they're just being careful, bringing one item to a shelter, and then keeping it and trading within the next cycle for the second.
That's
Right.
true, yeah. But I mean, even still, getting out of Sky Islands, if you don't have key items on passage enabled, which I don't think is allowed, they're going to be in a world of hurt trying to get 2 items out without a spear.
I don't think key items on passage even counts. Scavenger merchant items. I think it only counts like the rarefaction cell, stuff
That's
like
true.
that.
Yeah. And if they don't have a pearl or something, yeah, it wouldn't help out. They headed to Pipe Yard? Or is this just a different route to further into Sky Islands? This is an area of Sky Islands I'm not very familiar with.
This is the path to, I'm correct. It's the path to the area where the echo is.
Okay. Bronze is back in
Like a
garbage, I
shortcut
believe.
path, I guess. You don't have to go all the way around.
Bronze might be headed for the merchant here as well. Or perhaps they're grabbing a black squid cut and bringing that into shaded. It's definitely a goal they could do, I think. Medley has suffered a fate. Once again, filtration system is just, it's a rough place to be.
Yeah. I don't blame them though. I'd probably be struggling more than they are.
Yeah, it's, I mean, even if you know the route through here, it's always going to be interrupted by some kind of miserable creature.
Polar cat is in
Yeah,
some kind of some circle of hell, I think.
Yeah. All of Sky Islands showed up to the party.
A white lizard blocking his escape.
What is Scaffir up to? They are back in Industrial Complex. Not much around here unless they're headed to Shaded or Garbage to go for that merchant trade goal. Interesting. Medley is not headed the right way. They're headed towards another subterranean entrance. They needed to go left in that room if they're headed to the depths room. It looks like they're not allowed to have a spear in the wall up here.
Actually, it looks like Polar Cat. Oh, never mind. They're going backwards. That's the path to the scavenger treasury.
Ah. I want to know what Medley is cooking up.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I think maybe they're being confused by the Downpour versus vanilla map because the interactive map shows both connections.
It's quite possible.
And yeah, it's pretty confusing. I got messed up by that recently. It looks like they have been got by another mole lizard. Well, at least they don't have to worry about karma, but it'll be rough if Blue beats into this, how long Medley spent trying to get this goal.
Mm-hmm.
I have faith, though.
I'm holding out hope. They'll get it. I believe in them.
Regardless, though, they're still not really headed for a bingo, because even if they get that middle one, they're blocking Blue, but they still have to get the exterior unlock and the Leviathan dodge. Alright, looks like Polar Cat is headed to Pipe Yard. Yeah, no one on Blue team is even close doing this. I mean,
Pipe Yard is an interesting choice.
Yeah, maybe they headed to Subterranean. The rough route, but perhaps.
Yeah, Medley definitely has a lot of time. They have that going for them.
Steal a scav lantern. Oh, there's a glowweed. That'll help him out a little bit. Yeah. Oh, you gotta go to the left there. Yeah, they're still hellbound on going this way. Okay, it looks like they know where they're going now, wherever they're headed. Bronze is in past garbage waste. This is, if you're not Artificer, this is an awful spot to be, really.
Even if you are Artificer, this is an awful spot to be.
Yeah. Polar has made it through the gate into Pipe Yard. They're not sheltering.
Ron's trying to get the upward spear throw. It's not working out for them.
I think you can, if you got a spear just a little bit higher, I think you can make this jump without an up spear, but yeah, this is interesting. I wonder what they're headed for if they're so set on going this way. I'm not very familiar with this.
Big chimney canopy, it looks like.
Right. Well, it looks like Medley has gone a little backwards, but they are on their way to the depths again now.
Well, Skyfear is starving.
Interesting. All right, Medley is in the second to last room. They head to the down and then to the left there. They'll be in the Among Us room and they can drop the noodle fly down and hopefully get that locked in.
Skyfear is not going for a different passage because the bingo mode is coded to only allow one.
Yeah, so they're certainly not going for Saint right now. Having a look on their screen. Yeah. This is interesting. I really don't know what all four of these players are doing. Except, I know what Medley's up to, but I don't know what the other three are up to. They're keeping secrets from us. All right. If the next screen is clear, yep, they're good to go. All right. They just got to get out of the area. That is the tough part. Getting out of this low infiltration system
Medley
is a rough task.
has made it, it looks like.
Yeah, they need a spear to get up here, but
Just so happens. A slug for the job.
yep. All right, Medley. There's the Among Us room. Let's see. Hopefully they don't fall in. Nice.
There it is.
All right, there's that goal.
Now they need to successfully shelter. And there's a shelter in the same room. Not this room, the next room.
Yeah. We'll see how much time they have left in the cycle, but I would take this incredibly slow right now.
Mm-hmm.
Slugcat, I think, died. They're back in Sky Islands.
Looks like it. I did not catch what happened to them. They did get the Saint.
Geffier got the Saint. I was joking earlier. They've got.
I was not paying attention.
They've got
Good for
multiple
them.
kills. Oh, interesting. They've got multiple kills on the kill feed, and yet they got Saint. I don't know what's up. Okay, well. I don't think they're headed for the drainage pearl, though. Yeah, maybe the starving. Yeah, interesting. Maybe the starving had to do with it.
It could be.
Yeah, this is interesting. Well, we'll see what happened. Get people to have a look at it. Maybe it was a bug. Maybe it's not. Maybe Skeffier knows something we don't.
Got the forbidden knowledge. Well, it's not forbidden anymore. He has the knowledge. Yeah, my best guess is somehow it doesn't count killing stuff if you're starving as Spearmaster, which is a very interesting bug that I did not know of.
Yeah, well, we will. I'm not super familiar. The only experience I have with Saint is not stabbing anything at all.
That's a good point. They probably got it on the cycle, starved, and then ate and saved. They didn't count because they starved. I get it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It wasn't a bug. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I just happened to look at the one cycle where they were stabbing things. That's interesting. I wish I was looking at their screen more and I watched the popcorn routing. That explains a little bit of their movements. They were headed for that passage. Medley is stuck in Scavland and also Mole Lizard Land. I don't think
Slugcat
they
is
haven't sheltered yet.
sheltering in Sky Islands, probably trying to go into. Oh, I guess not. They just okay.
Yeah,
Never
with
mind.
Medley getting that Noodlefly goal, it's really strange they're not beelining it for the Scav trade. I'm super surprised that isn't what Skeffy was headed for. Wow, Medley is in a rough. Oh, Medley died too. I didn't see that. I think they're hoping they get freed by another mole lizard, but it's a rough situation. Yeah, and it looks like the mole lizard has given up on heading towards its friends, so they're gonna keep this. That is unfortunate. I don't think Medley sheltered, so they're gonna have to go and do that goal again. I hope they have another look at the map though. They're taking quite a long route.
Didn't.
They're taking a
They
pretty
did not
long
shelter.
route to get to the depth drop room. They're kind of. I hope they have another look.
It's possible they just didn't have
away.
any food and weren't able to shelter.
It's true, yeah. I don't think they got far enough up to shelter though. Well, I hope they get it soon. There's still. I mean, the closest person would be Bronze here, and I don't think Bronze has access to a Noodlefly right now.
Yeah, there's
I think
no
Medley is still kind of in the clear for this. Givers also grabbed the mask and is headed into drainage as well. Wonder if they're going for the drainage pearl. That would be very interesting. They've already used their passage. They're gonna have to go. They'd have to go all the way from drainage to moon, which is, yeah, that's a trek.
It looks like Bronze is looking for the pearl.
Yeah. I think it's just one more room to the left here. Yeah, that's true. They would have to walk anyways. Okay, Medley is still taking this route. But yeah, they all of these rooms that were kind of added in for the pipe yard connection, I think make the map quite confusing. It's like Medley kind of knows where they're going though now. They're not losing too much time on this.
Nothing really happening.
Yeah. I think Bronze is headed towards Subterranean. They don't have the pearl on them. Maybe they're going for the Leviathan. Who knows?
It could be. So I'm not sure. It's definitely a tough square to get.
Medley's in a rough spot. It's close.
Nice escape.
So many close encounters with mole lizards, yeah. They're close though. Oh.
Oh, they're. You
They
got
took
this,
that pipe
Matty.
there, they'd be a little better, but alright, looks like they might be. Ooh, the mouth spear didn't hit. I think Spearmaster is quite loud as well. Mole lizards are just gonna find him wherever they go.
Big juking. Love to see it.
Nice. Okay. Looks like they got a spear into it.
They're hitting the Noodlefly instead of the black lizard.
Ooh, Polar Cat is in the fun room. That would be, if Polar Cat killed the red centipede, that would be a very cool moment. It looks like it's kind of camping them in here. Gonna have to break the armor off and start stabbing. Oh no, nice. They juked it. Guess they're headed towards industrial, maybe?
Looks like Medley has gotten back into the Among Us room.
Bronze is in subterranean too, and headed towards depths quick. I don't think they don't have a Noodlefly on them, but all right, Medley has gotten the goal for the second time now.
It's possible that they're just going for the Leviathan.
Yeah,
although I'm not sure what route they're taking.
This
I
jump,
know drainage that well.
the jumps across these blocks here for bronze are rough, but it looks like they're going to head out of filtration, or not. I wonder what's on their mind.
Medley is surrounded again.
Oh,
to get
wall
up.
jumps. Wall jumps are the hardest thing in Rain World. I think Medley's making sure that they know exactly where they're headed for this.
Good strategy.
You don't want to get stuck somewhere, and you don't have to second guess yourself. Lucky this area is clear.
Always a good idea to plan ahead.
Bronze is headed into towards the Among Us area. Depths room.
Skefir has the drainage system pearl, I think. Yeah, they have the drainage system pearl.
Okay.
They're going to bring it to Moon.
Yeah. I'm so surprised neither team is going. Maybe they both think that the other team is headed. Surely they're headed for the Scav Merchant, right? So they're not going for it. But I guess,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure why neither team is headed for it, because for blue it would be a crucial block, and for red it would be basically securing victory. It looks like Medley has made it back to the shelter. They don't have any food, but they have made it to the shelter. Oh,
they do have food now.
I do think they may have.
Oh, there's a black lizard, yeah.
I think they might have pinned it in there too, which is that's rough. Okay, it's gotten free.
It got out, yep.
The cycle might be ending. It's panicking, perhaps. Yeah. Oh,
no.
Okay. Nice. So Medley has locked that in for red team. That is a big goal. They spent a while getting that. Looked like bronze was headed towards the centipede area just before. Yeah. Looks like bronze is headed towards near shoreline, maybe. So near the Leviathan pool. Oh, red has got so many.
They have 12. They
bingo opportunities.
Not only that, they only need one more goal.
I mean, if I was Medley, might head to do the Leviathan dodge as well. And Skefir, I guess, is headed to Moon with this.
Honestly, yeah, that's. I was gonna say I'd probably be going for the Subterranean Echo.
Yeah, that's a better plan for sure. Especially a Spearmaster with the capacity to make ladders. What Skefir is looking for? Oh, that's a death pit.
I think they thought that was the pit down to.
Yeah, it looks like they're headed into the gutter. That is a pretty fast way out of drainage to head up to Moon. So perhaps they're headed on the route to Precipice.
Oh, they threw their pearl into the pit. I get it. Yeah.
So yeah, that is. Oh, okay. And yeah, also, I don't think blue has any ability to win because of that. No. Sky Islands visit.
Blue is completely out of the running. All that's left is to officiate it.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. I was wondering if that would come back to bite them, but I didn't think it would be like this.
Sadly dying to small lizards again. Oh, decides to passage out. Good idea.
That's it. Yeah, this is why you save it. Yeah, Subterranean is really a one-way ticket, and as far as I'm concerned, for bingos, it's so difficult to get out of. They're headed to outskirts. Are they going to do the pearl goal?
That's a good idea, yeah. It looks like actually they're looking to go to Farm Arrays to go to the Subterranean.
That's possible, yeah. But they could also go into farm raise, I believe, and maybe get the 2 pearls from farm raise and bring them to outskirts. That would be you'd have to get a deer pearl though, and that is not a fun time.
Yeah. If I was Madly, I'd
Yeah.
just I'd go to the toll, give them a bunch of spears, go past it, and then go to the subterranean echo. And it's
Yeah,
even better
they-
because the subterranean echo is always active, so it's basically a free goal as long as they get to it.
Now, yeah, there could be a tie if red team visited Sky Islands. I can't imagine them throwing that away at this point. There's nothing really to make them go that way, but it is still possible. So it's not over yet. But best case scenario, it's a tie for blue. Worst case scenario, it stays as it is.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for blue because the only way they can not lose is if the other team makes a mistake, which is not a fun situation to be in.
See, it looks like Skeffir has abandoned going to the gutter, maybe, and they're bringing the pearl to outskirts. They get 2 farmerized pearls and the outskirts pearl and this drainage pearl. That would be what they require. But I believe they touched the outskirts pearl earlier in this run and ended up dropping it in the worm grass because they got hit by a drop wig. So I don't think that's on the table for them. So yes, yeah, the gutter is karma 5 and they had to die in the pit. I believe they still had a karma flower on them though, so they should still have 5 karma. Not.
They have karma 4, it looks like.
Yeah. Medley is headed towards farm raise. You might be on the money with that. Farm raise or subterranean echo prediction.
Mm-hmm. It's the most it's the most likely probability.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It's the most likely. It's the best thing to do in this situation.
I am slightly disappointed no one went for the the spear ladder, especially with pull spears out of walls turned off. It's quite easy to do for Spearmaster. I hope these people have, or I hope Medley at least has tweaked Deer AI on, because this is going to be rough if they don't.
Although I can't see them turning it off.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're wanting to do Deer skip. Looks like they should also, I think, farm a bit of rep here. Make sure that they're on good terms with the scavs. I think that's what they're doing. Infinite riches for the scavenger population. They gotta toe the line though. They gotta make sure that they give them enough rep that the scavengers won't stab them, but not enough rep that the scavengers will send their friends to look after you, because that can be quite inconvenient. Not grabbing a pearl here. Yeah, not grabbing a pearl here would be a bit of a misplay, I think, in case you do have to come back through here. The scavengers are known to come into that room and just take them. Looks like Bronze has made it to the Leviathan room and is being harassed by the Cyan Lizard population.
Yeah, all they have to do is get lucky, find the.
They got the jetfish.
Find the Leviathan.
Got the jetfish. They just need the Leviathan to spawn in, which is easier said than done. The good thing is that if you have the jetfish in here, it's quite hard for the Leviathan to eat anything and get full, so it's likely to take a bite at you. But yeah, I think they're just gonna have to chill in here for a little bit and hope that the Leviathan spawns. Oh, there it is. You have to, so for this to go complete, you have to be in the bite radius when it triggers a bite, and then out of it when it snaps, which you have to be incredibly close for that, because most of the time it'll just wind down rather than actually snap at you. And if you do it too many times, the Leviathan, I believe 4 times, the Leviathan will run out of power and it won't take a bite at you anymore. Yeah, it looks like it's been exhausted now.
That was really unfortunate. Bronze. Yeah, it's not biting again. Unless it's just on the cooldown. which is a minute
Yeah.
long, I think.
We will have to. The production team may deliberate over whether or not that counts as getting it, because you did trigger the bite. It didn't snap, but I guess they'll have to deliberate about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Bronze is aware that it may not come back now. Should have a look at
Liking all
other skins now.
Liking all the "I have no mouth and I must scream" jokes.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Yeah, they have a maximum amount of bites and then they'll just leave.
Looks like Medley is headed towards Subterranean from here. They don't get bead right here. This is a rough spot to be in, because if they activate this right over the worm grass, they could get stuck. Looks like Bronze has abandoned the that goal.
Which is fair. I don't think there was any way for him to get it this cycle again. I think the Leviathan's already gone. Oh, okay.
Looks like
yeah, you go ahead and say it.
looks like the production team has told Bronze that counts as far as getting that goal unlocked. So it looks like Bronze is just headed to Shelter to lock that in. And so I don't know if we'll be able to update the board. Maybe the host will, but consider that goal the Dodge Leviathan completed by Blue. The other teams will be let know. The other team will be let know that Bronze has done it.
It's like Medley is having trouble with reindeer.
Yeah, I hope they have tweaked Deer AI on, and oh wow, Deer AI on, so they can get it to turn around. It looks like it is. Maybe gonna go the right way. Yeah, all right, there we go. Average deer experience. I think it was looking to go through that pipe there.
The deer tried to blink, yeah.
It did. Now, I do not recall, so I think they're going to have to go through the orange lizard / spider room. I don't know what the spawns are for Spearmaster, whether it's Saint or Hunters, spiders, or survivors, orange lizards. We'll have to see.
It's a spider spawn.
Spider,
Spider
okay,
and two normal spiders, yeah.
That's rough to go through.
Oh,
well, hopefully they
there's
pick up some.
spiders. Never mind.
Yeah, hopefully they pick up some spore puffs on their way through.
Can't delay completed objectives. Yeah, they're marked automatically as soon as you shelter after completing the board, or after completing the square.
It looks like. Oh, okay. No, Bronze is just trying to traverse. Just wondering why they were headed back to do the goal again.
There is a mode where players can click on goals and have them complete, but I don't think that's enabled for obvious reasons.
Looks like we can just update it for the viewers right now, so that goal you can see is completed now. Looks like Medley has also gotten a deer. I don't know if it's a good one, but they're on their second ride now. Only got one left.
I think I heard a... Oh, I thought I was a Mirror's Vulture. No, they're just above Mirror's Birds.
It is possible for Medley to get an unlucky vulture spawn. Blue is hanging on a lot more than I expected they would after that start. I'm super surprised Red hasn't just gone straight for a bingo. Bronze is headed back to subs. Ooh, Bronze might be headed for the same echo Medley is headed for, except they do the spear ladder.
That's
That would be
likely.
interesting. Is that I don't see any other reason they'd be headed this way if not to do that.
And I think bronze is going to get there faster.
The Leviathan goal isn't marked because it didn't technically get completed by what the bingo board calls completed, but the production team counts it as completed. And both teams know that that goal is technically completed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bronze is going to have to get through the Miros bird land here.
Slugcat trading with a trader, it looks like.
Oh yeah. Oh, if blue got that square, that would be big. Because it doesn't look like red is even looking at that right now. Oh, Skiffer had a confrontation with an elite.
Unfortunate for them. Looks like Skefir is going for the chimney canopy pearl. I'm not sure. Oh, they're getting jumped again.
They do have the drainage pearl on them. It would be if they got the chimney canopy pearl and the drainage pearl and took both of them to moon, that would be actually incredible, because being defenseless, no grapple worm for the entirety of precipice is rough. It's like they got stabbed again. This is why we make friends with the scavengers, everybody. They will come back to ruin your life when it's worst. Looks like bronze is a bit locked right now with this centipede. It does still look like they're headed towards that goal. Medley is in the spider room. Wonder if Medley is aware of how aggressive the spawns are in here. Might be a good idea. Yep, take the bottom path there. Good idea. Just in case. Nice dodge. There's going to be a spitter spider out in the open. Oh my goodness.
That's an unfortunate. Did an elite throw a bomb at them?
I believe an elite threw a bomb at them from the ceiling. They went through the secret pipe up the top there. That was quite a snipe. Wow.
That was.
At least this is why they sheltered here, though. Even they traded so much with the scavengers. They
shelter with a scavenger?
Yeah, and they also traded a whole bunch with the scavengers at the outskirts toll. I'm surprised they didn't get chieftain off of that. And they're getting sniped by an elite like that. It's disrespectful.
Although I think there was a spider like on top of them.
So yeah, it might have been a bad throw.
Yeah.
Well, both red team members are being harassed by scavengers. Bronze is headed. They were headed towards the filtration pearl. I don't know what they're doing down there.
Polar was in a sticky situation.
Maybe Polar is. Either of them could head towards the echo. Like Polar's headed in.
Medley forgot that there was a pole plant there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Flies got blessed on Polar's screen. That's an interesting bug. On Skefir's.
On Skefir's stream, yeah. Skefir's headed into. Wait. Although I have shelter in here.
I have had. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, I've had some random marked items when I gave them to the trader, and the trader gave them back to me. I think I had a batfly lure was marked in one of my games.
Skefir is right next to Sky Islands. If they enter Sky Islands, it could be a tie. Blue could make a comeback right now. Okay.
No, choosing not.
They're just taking a safety shelter. I was actually scared there for a second for red team.
That
would be a bit of a mega throw.
The only thing you could do to not win the game.
Yeah, so it looks like I wonder if the Skeffir is gonna hope that the unlock is either in the wall or underhang. They might even go down the leg as they head to precipice, but I suspect they're headed to precipice with this pearl. They did not grab the chimney canopy pearl though. They're just doing the drainage one, which is much more reasonable because you're gonna need a grapple worm in some capacity.
And to be fair to them, they don't need to do the chimney canopy pearl. They only need one board, or they only need one square.
Yeah, that's true. I'm curious what Bronze is doing. Bronze is in filtration system now. I don't know what you could possibly be doing down there. I'm actually quite curious to see what each player's Wanderer progress is at too. This game has gone on for quite a while. I'm surprised that I wouldn't be surprised if some players have reached nearly every region. Maybe Skeffir is going for Wanderer as well, and they just have to enter Moon. So I think they've been in. They haven't been in Skylands. But yeah,
Wanderer is at 4. I think I saw. I could be wrong.
They haven't been in. Skeffir hasn't been in Farmer Race, but I believe they've been in Outskirts, Industrial, Pipe Yard, Subterranean, a whole bunch of regions. So I think they're maybe going for Wanderer as well. Medley is on the last deer ride, having to summon a deer right now. Doesn't look like there's one in the room.
I have 2 Spore Puffs though.
Yeah, hopefully they throw one to trigger a spawn.
Looks like they're just waiting. I'm not sure what they're waiting for.
I think even if they don't put one on the ground, they're going to be in a
maybe they forgot
bad situation.
That you can summon them by throwing them.
It's possible, yeah.
Skeffir is grapple worming up the exterior.
Yeah, this is anyone who's ever run the or even had a look at the Spearmaster story run knows how painful this is. This is probably one of the hardest things you can do in Rain World.
Medley gets a reindeer, but it doesn't seem to want to do anything. Oh, there it goes. So they should be. This should be the Echo Spirit for Medley.
There's some threat though. They might have either a vulture or some centipedes on the end there. But yeah, having no spear, no vulture mask.
Oh no, it turned around.
It doesn't look like they know the tweaked deer AI thing. Can't be stabbing it either. If you stab it, it's just gonna head out the closest exit.
Hopefully it turns around by itself. There's a spitter spider attacking it.
It stunned the deer. That is an interaction I think I saw in a video once. I have never seen that before.
It's gonna want to stop for them, no.
No, they threw the Spore Puff in the wrong spot.
The other deer is leaving.
The other deer is licking a wall right now.
It does look like Medley is going to be able to. Yeah, there. So they got back on it. Hopefully it turns around.
Oh, Skeffir is in a bad situation right now. They've lost their pearl too.
Oh no. Yeah, probably better to just die and restart.
Oh, they accidentally wall pounced.
I was going to say that the reindeer turned around, but Medley is not on it, so.
This is a classic Rain World.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to roll through the grass.
Medley taking
chances. It is possible to. Oh, they got knocked off.
Oh.
What is
something is happening?
A party happening. They could time a pounce right here.
They get on.
Oh my goodness.
They jump off though.
They go. This is
a crazy. This is crazy
situation. The deer they're dancing, having a good time.
Telenovela.
I think the play right here You can't stab them. If you stab them, they're gonna leave through the closest exit, which is the only exit's on the right side.
It's back on. Now
I
the
think
deer.
you just gotta wait this out. Really, you gotta hope that
Yeah.
they figure their stuff out. I really wish. It's a shame they don't know or maybe they don't have tweaked deer AI on. They don't know if you roll your inputs in a circle. Polar cat. Look at Polar cat. Polar cat might get to the echo before Medley with the deer.
Yeah. If Medley loses this to the deer, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm gonna be mad by proxy for them. Wow. I really thought that this bingo would go super fast.
Something's happening to the deers. Medley gets back on for a third time.
This feels like non-tweaked deer AI behavior.
Deer falls down. Medley misses the jump.
They are stuck in. They're stuck in purgatory right now. There's no way that. What is this deer on? Is it still residuals from being stunned by the?
It could be.
Spider?
It could. Medley gets on for a fourth time.
You just gotta stay on and hope it goes somewhere. I mean, if you get off, you're gonna die. Looks like Skeffir has gotten.
Skeffir's not
having
having
a
fun
fate in the underhang
deer
again.
Turns around for Medley.
This is really unfortunate. This deer is.
There's another deer though.
This one's it's got small antlers. You could jump. Yes.
Now we have to wait.
The deer with bigger antlers is not exactly the most mobile one.
Yeah, I think the echo is gonna get locked in by Polar Cat before Medley can get down there.
Wow. Assuming Polar Cat
something crazy happens.
Doesn't fall here. Yeah, the deer's stuck. I am so sad for Medley right now. This is incredibly frustrating.
This is awful.
Yeah. Okay, Bronze is headed up through drainage from filtration system.
Polar Cat
I wonder if they have the...
being held onto by a spider, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Something interesting is happening on Medley's screen.
Is Polar Cat nearly out of time? I feel like their screen is darkening.
It is, yeah. The rain's starting. If they don't get up here in time, it's over.
They can't stab a spear?
Okay. The reindeer are playing leapfrog, I think, on Medley's screen.
Wow. This is the most sketch I've ever seen. Yeah, looks like Polar Cat is right here. That is so unfortunate for Medley. Polar Cat does still have to sleep after this echo, I believe.
That sucks.
Oh, no, it's done.
And that's, yep.
Wow.
Medley jumps into worm grass. Yeah, no, I agree. I'd do that too, don't worry.
But yeah, just, you gotta stay still on the deer. Unless you're doing the rolling your inputs in a circle, you just gotta stay still. That's unfortunate.
That is truly aggravating.
Red still has three options. No, 3 options for bingo. And also, if they just get one more goal, they've got map control. They can't lose as long as they don't enter Skylands.
The Vista?
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was in the underhang.
This is very lucky for them. Yeah, they don't even need to get. I don't even know if they know, but they don't even need to get to Moon now. They just need to shelter once. I think
he has no food though, or they have no food, so they're gonna have to fix that before sheltering. But I don't think blue team's gonna be able to get a goal. I mean, blue team's not gonna be able to stop them. There's nobody's near the exterior.
And so long as
Skeffir dies, the orange lizard.
They know where it is though. No one's close to the exterior. I don't think blue has any passages. Yeah, this is, as long as red team does not enter Sky Islands, they cannot lose. I wonder if the condition has been programmed in for majority win. I hope so.
I think it has. Let's just ask Nacu. He's in the chat. How's it going, Nacu?
Skeffir is getting to be a pro.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. Skeffir is getting to be a pro at doing that jump with the climbing with the grapple worm there. I wonder what Medley is thinking now.
Probably something along the lines of, I can't believe I didn't get that.
Yeah, the deer. Oh my god. Note to all bingo runners, make sure you have, oh, Skiffier. Yeah, that's the, I do the same thing where you hold up and also right, and the game prioritizes the up input. That is unfortunate. But yeah, note to all bingo runners, make sure you have tweaked deer AI on, and if they are broken, just move in a circle, and it will fix all of the deer. Yeah, I think Red is just really relying on Skiffier for getting this goal. Hopefully they're looking out for food along the way.
I think their best option for food is just killing the orange lizards and hoping that it's enough.
Yeah, or honestly, yeah, Miros Vulture would be pretty good if you can find a good place to snipe it from.
Hitting
Bronze is
the...
back in garbage.
hitting the grapple worms for a food pip.
I think Skeffier's just really got to take this slow. They don't know, but they don't really have any pressure right now to get a goal done. As long as they just are methodical with their movement.
Yeah. They sheltered very close to the Vista point.
Yeah.
So they have that going for them.
The other thing they could try here.
I think they're going to have to... They're either going to have to go all the way back to the shelter they were at, or to the right, to the shelter next to the 5 pebbles. Both are not fun treks.
Yeah, this is... Well, if I was... Yeah, Skeffier right now, I'm just taking as much time as possible to make sure I get food, get this Vista, and shelter. I hope they know that they can get the majority win right now, and they're not still thinking about going to Moon. Man, these oranges are a pain. Okay. Looks like Bronze got boiled in the garbage waste acid. I don't know what they're up to. Maybe they're going for the Scav Trader goal finally. Be cool if a team did get that.
Skeffier needs 1 food pip.
That
And
could
to
be
travel
got
back.
by a couple of grapple worms. Yeah, there's one. But they
I think
also
he needs
probably
this
need to
one,
grapple
though.
to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still just stab one and then stab this guy once you're in your shelter, because it is going to be majority win. It would be a lot to bank on the on calculating your majority, though. You'd be stuck if you did stab your grapple worm and you weren't actually winning.
Though it is easier here because there are no shared objectives.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about that.
There's also a white lizard in this room, if I recall correctly, or several other lizards. Okay, they see nothing, of course. The Sphere Master spawns. Now, the one time that you want something to eat, nothing to be found.
I think the white lizard spawn is a... it's in the room with the 2 globes underneath. I don't remember what...
Yeah.
They'll spawn there, and then sometimes they'll move over.
Medley is getting super unlucky with their deer. I'm just glad they're on the team with the majority right now. I would be losing it if I was on blue right now trying to stop the majority.
If I had that reindeer AI when I was like playing through all the campaigns for the first time, I'd have just rage quit, probably.
Yeah. Gotta see where Skeffier is thinking to get this last food pip. There should be cyans in this room. They need
There's also
one half
bitter
of one.
spider. I
True,
believe.
yeah. Wow. Neither to be found. Oh, I've never seen Underhang this empty for Spearmaster. There we go.
There is food.
Oh,
He doesn't
no.
die. Okay, managed to... Oh, he didn't hit it. Manages to knock it out.
It's so annoying that Cyans understand how pipes work. Oh, they got a
It's
nice
just
shot.
nice.
Okay. That's
That
it.
was, yeah, that's
Just
that's
got a
game, I think.
shelter.
As long as he
As long
doesn't
as-
miss any jumps.
Yeah. That was an incredible shot, yeah. I don't know if that was luck or skill, but that Cyan was
Game-winning
just lined up
shot.
perfectly, yeah.
It's GG as long as they make it back to the shelter, which looks
Yeah.
very likely.
Oh, Medley.
Medley-
Medley is having a rough go in Farmer Race. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
yeah.
it then. Just in
Okay,
case.
they just they I hate that. I hate that grapple worm. Alrighty. That is
Back
a
to
little
celebrate their victory,
celebratory
and that's
dance.
it, yeah.
GG.
Yep, there it is.
Well done to red team. That's a lot of squares.
They got the majority early and they held it. That was
Yeah.
very good gameplay from them.
Yeah, they had, I mean, it went all over the place, but they had some pretty good routing. I'm still surprised that Scavenger Gold never got completed. Yeah.
I'm like in
GG's, congrats.
shock, yeah.
Yeah. Congrats to Skeffy and Medley.
That was a lot of fun to watch. Probably not as much fun to play if your name is Medley, but
Yeah, and you're in Farmer Race. Yeah. It's a long game, too. I wonder if this is going to be the longest one we have. I was so convinced it was going to be fast. It looked like there were going to be routes you could take, but really everything was so spread out for every bingo. Yeah, I think, is this the first majority win we've had?
I'm not sure. I like top of my head, I feel like we have had one, but I could be wrong.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, they that early lead they got. I can't even remember what the goals were now.
Nacu. Interesting. So this is the first majority win. Oh no, second game was a majority win. I know, looks like we have had one though.
And then Skeffier with the points farming in Chimney Canopy. That was incredible, locking those two goals in. But yeah, the early lead they got with the popcorn, and also what was the other goal that they got?
Two.
I can't remember.
They got 2 points. They got popcorn.
Yeah.
I don't remember what else they got.
But
Oh,
yeah,
hitting vultures with spears. I think that was Skeffier.
They grabbed the lead, and then just kept it the whole time. It was pretty dominant. Yeah, that was a good game, I think.
It was
It was very fun to watch. It was, I think, as we thought, it would be fun to watch, but rough to play. All right, I think that's going to be it from us. That was a good game. There'll be another game tomorrow. I'm not sure at what time, but 10 a.m. Eastern. There'll be another game tomorrow. Come back then if you want to see some more. But yeah, thank you all for watching. This is a great game. Congrats again to Red Team.
Yeah, huge congrats. Great game.
Goodbye.